Didn't think about the fact closing the application would stop the podcast. That put
Did
us.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Naming the other one be like, or in like the description or something. Be like, yeah, part 2 or.
Yeah, it's working now. Alright, get into a game.
Alright, hold on. It's lagging out. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm just gonna go into a competitive match.
No, please. I don't want you to play Zarya in comp.
I would not spectate me yet because I'm skirmishing. Actually, you can just hit the spectate button.
I can't spectate you. Yet, because
You
you're
can't
in skirmish,
spectate now? Sure.
I don't think you can, yeah, because it won't let me spectate right now. To whoever is currently in...
Ooh, Musil. I remember when Musil played, Overwatch, and, he went, and he would go as the, Winston Safari skin, and he'd go around, and he'd, like, run around and hide behind enemies that would eventually come, turn around and kill him. When Musil played...
Are you in a game yet?
No, I'm still skirmishing.
Alright, tell me when you're not skirming.
Well, I honestly love when a level 9 doesn't know what skirmishes are about, and he's out here going in turret form as Bastion, because that's all he knows how to play. I just realized the enemies are such low level.
I wonder why. Although it's... Yeah, a lot of newer players, like, I found out, like to log on at 2 o'clock, because they know that not
There's
so
literally
new players
a level
are on it, like,
1. It's his first game because he has no endorsements. And he's level 1.
It might not be his first game, but he's probably like his second.
It's at least his
first. Are you
first.
still skirming?
I just went to a skirmish to another skirmish.
Yeah, I've done it all. I do it all the time. It's annoying. I like how in Pumpkin Selfie Diva's phone's not even on.
I'm getting such low level players. What? I'm level 255 or 53, and there's a level 7 and a level 8 in the lobby right now.
Mhm.
I guess it's just how skirmishes work, I suppose.
What I don't like about Diva is that her salt. She has the salt, but then you can't.
As a sprayer?
You can't then teabag repeatedly after salting over someone's dead body.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, if you ever look at the bow emote on her, her mech bends their knee or its knees. So why can't she crouch?
It happens in game on too. Her mech can indefinitely bend its knee. You in a game yet, mate?
Yes, I literally am just logging into one right now. Don't hit spectate yet. Now you should be able to.
I better be able to. My stream better be able to see this.
It should.
It's glitched. Hello?
Why is Zarya's hair wiggling?
I'm just kind of stuck in like the new Bonnie. Oh, because I don't think you can spectate the assemble heroes, can you? I'm just staring out into the open deserts of the rest of New Bonnie. There we are. Okay, you're defending. Okay. How do I spectate outside of players? Do I circle?
So it's a 10-second cooldown, and that one's an 8-second cooldown. Alright.
How do I?
Wait. Oh, I forgot that Zarya is Russian, so she's anti-omnic. Forgot about that.
Well, how do I spectate outside of players? Because I want to spectate the match. from an upward view.
I forgot, but can you like just spectate me?
Yeah. First person or no? Now in this case, I wouldn't recommend poking like that, because then they know you have a Zarya, so they're going to be anticipating a bubble on that diva now.
Guess I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Your diva is overextended, don't bubble her. You're overextended, fall back.
I just realized like my entire team died.
That bubble you put on
Charge
yourself?
me, right?
Don't do that.
I wanted him to charge.
Don't ever think. Only put the bubble on you when you know you're about to get charged. In this scenario, I would have bubbled my Mercy. She may have survived there, but had she not, then you would have not had heals for that fight. Most of the time with the Bastion, she should have probably died. See, that Widow is assaulting your top line. Zone her, whenever you see a sniper assaulting your top line, zone them out with your alternate. Or wait for them to just barely shoot. There you go, like that. Or wait for them to just barely shoot, and then as they're about to shoot, bubble. Because they're hit scan, so they'll do more damage, or do less damage, but you still get charged. Bastion is an awesome. Zarya counters Bastion quite well, just like Genji. Except most Bastions now, especially, unless they're a newer Bastion, know not to shoot Zarya's bubble, because you can feed yourself super high really fast
He's
off
level
a Bastion.
32.
Yeah, he's not gonna know. He's not gonna know. Always make sure you know the level.
Watched a lot.
Yeah, and always know the level, or he's Smurf. Always know the level of the enemy Bastion if they have one, which is typical, especially in lower levels of play. You have a sim barrier. Don't ever put a bubble on someone with a sim barrier up. You're usually probably wasting your bubble, because they can just go to the other side of the sim barrier. In this scenario, push up with your Junkrat, because you need the charge. Only push up if there's someone you can bubble for the damage. Bubble the diva.
Okay, well, I missed out on that.
Bubble yourself.
Low level Ashe, look at that.
You're overextended. Don't let this happen. As Zarya, don't overextend. You need to be with your team. You need to make sure they can't get constantly headshot by a sniper.
That was instant.
Bob also is a really good feed. So
Bob
is a really good feed for your shield, but you have to make sure both barriers are on monitor cooldown. And of course, usually, you're probably gonna die. In this scenario, you're actually pretty lucky you didn't. How much charge do you have? Okay, I've noticed your big problem so far in the little bit I've watched. You don't keep consistent enough charge. Like, there, you should have farmed off that Moira orb, rather than just letting it pass to your teammates. With a Moira, if you see her orb, you use it to farm your charge. It's a really easy way to farm charge without having to risk getting overpowered. You probably knew this, but you cannot shield a Riptire, so don't try. It won't work. The one most at risk here would have been your Junkrat, but the Rhine refused to put a shield down. Also, quick tip that you probably already knew with Zarya, but I want to make sure you know it. Your Graviton Surge is the exact same projectile as your secondary fire. So if you're uncertain for a Grav, use your secondary to reference, because it's the exact same projectile. See? 40 charge, just because that Bastion is so low level. If necessary, just use your Grav to keep them off the point.
Yeah, especially when it's low time.
Barrier. Walk up there and bubble. Oh, nice. You just denied any chance of that Bastion getting on point and just... Okay, you're not... I will admit, you're not the best Zarya, and you're not really actually all that good at Zarya. Your big problem, you need it, your energy charge. It's not consistent enough. You have to constantly have high energy. Otherwise, Zarya is very difficult to actually play correctly. Or, not necessarily correctly. But, you know what I mean.
What I want to do with my grav is, because they could have easily had a push there.
Mhm.
And I either save my grav for a combo ult, or to keep them out of somewhere, or something.
Like, yeah, that was a good grab. It was a good grab. But your big problem is you really don't keep high enough energy. So, because I've helped you with the Mercy thing so many times, I want you to play another game, but keeping in mind that you need to charge your energy high, constantly.
The sad thing is yeah, and you're definitely right, because I also just saw my average energy was 4%.
Exactly.
Which I've watched a little bit of Zarya play, and I've looked at their average charge, and it was roughly 30-40%.
It should at least be 35, in my opinion, for a good Zarya.
Mainly 40 is what I really see, but it'll sometimes be.
Or you could also spectate a game of me playing Zarya to see,
because then I don't learn that much, because especially with me watching things, when I pull up as Zarya, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing things, you're teaching me kind of what I need to be doing. When I'm watching you, it's like you bubble right here and you get 100 charge. I'm like, oh, I don't know why, how, when, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I get it.
I feel with only in certain.
The only thing is also, the Cybergoth and industrial skins make you very obvious. The industrial's, in my opinion, the better of the two. They're good skins, I like them, but in comp I wouldn't recommend using them. I'd first go with the default before I use really any of Zarya's legendary skins, because they make her very obvious. If you have Frosted, honestly, use Frosted. Not only is it, in my opinion, of course, a good skin, but it doesn't make you a massive target like, say, Barbarian or Cybergoth does.
Oh, that's funny. You can spectate now.
Mm. Okay, Dorado is actually a really good map for Zarya.
Okay.
Why'd you just randomly say okay?
I love when Zarya and Bastion are on the same team. Zarya's like, I have killed more of your kind than you can count. And Bastion's like, Zzz.
There you are. Okay. Again, keep in mind you need to maintain high energy. Bubble priority targets, and Dorado, bubble out the door immediately. Usually I'd expect the Bastion. On Dorado especially.
Oh, there's a soldier behind me. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my bad.
You were a little bit overextended there. Let the D.Va push up, because she is the dive tank.
That.
D.Va's job is to push up. Your job is to stay behind and make sure your supports stay.
Something that I didn't notice is that why was nobody on the point? Like, physically nobody except for me.
Well, Zarya is a main tank. I classify her as a bit of an... She's a main tank, yes. But in my opinion, I don't personally playing her like a tank. They have Bastion now, so I think. Or was that a Reaper? No, that's Bastion. In my opinion, play Zarya play her as a tank. Do your job in the fact of absorbing damage. But play less like a tank in diving and protecting your DPS. Play more like a tank in staying back and making sure your supports stay alive. Zarya's job is not to make sure that Bastion on the
Okay.
card stays alive. That is the job of the
This
Reiner
is this
Ariza.
Bastion's view right now. Like, what kind of a Bastion view is that?
I'm actually spectating you from third person, so I have no idea. Let me check. What is this Bastion's
Oh,
view?
he. Oh,
It's beautiful. 10 out of 10. From now on, anytime I watch you play a game as Zarya, I want you to send me a screenshot of your in-game stats, okay? I want to help you improve on Zarya because she's a very good character. Just like Doomfist. If you want, I could also spectate a game of Doomfist for you and tell you what you're doing wrong and right.
I feel like I'm much better as Doomfist than I am as Zarya.
Mhm.
I'm just bad at
Although,
Zarya.
for the longest time, to try and stop playing what you're used to, like you usually play Mercy or some form of DPS, to switch immediately to a character like Zarya is very difficult. Just because of the mindset of a Zarya is so different to the mindset of a Mercy. The mindset, oh, you can also bubble Bob, so anytime make sure to bubble Bob when he's initiating so he can't get killed or booped off the map before he can actually get onto the point. That's a tip
He's
that I
also
know.
very high priority.
That is a tip that I know most Zaryas don't pay any attention to the fact that they can bubble Bob. And so many times I've seen a Zarya on my team, and with me as Ashe, I go to ult, and a spiteful Lucio boops me off, and the Zarya has no idea that she could have bubbled my Bob and prevented that. Again, stay on the payload. You overextended.
Oh, does it not? Does Soldier's ult not target a bubble?
Soldier's ult does not target you bubbled. It will target your allies bubbled, but it will not target you bubbled.
Cause I
Bubble the Reaper. Bubble the Reaper.
Oh, I missed it. Whatever.
I mean, you got the 40 charge. Fun fact, you can only get, after they nerfed it, you can only get 40 charge off a Zarya bubble. You used to be able to get 50, and in my opinion that was much fairer, because you could use both your bubbles to get maximum charge. But it does kind of balance it out, given how much damage she does maximum charge. So you said last time your average charge was 4%? I want you to tell me what your average charge this game is, when it ends, okay?
I just had I was just about to have my shield up.
In that scenario, when you see a Bastion that low and not shooting at you, don't bubble you and use your self bubble. That's your form of survival and escape. You should have bubbled the Bastion that tank Bastion was shooting at rather than yourself. Because the Bastion wasn't even hitting you in any way, shape, or form.
I haven't seen our Bastion do that much.
Bastion, though, in this kind of team comp, they're so stationary that Bastion has to move into them, and as Bastion, you always want them to be moving into you. That was a nice bubble on the Reaper, by the way. That was a bubble that even some Zaryas that I've watched, because this is not my first time spectating a Zarya gameplay. With this, try and bait out that Riptire towards you, and then bubble it. Bubble Diva's ult.
Oh, I didn't get there.
Every time possible, bubble Diva's ult. Because you can save, you could have saved that Bastion. A lot of the newer Zaryas don't even realize that you can.
I'm moving back.
There are so many things I want to say, but I don't want to seem like I'm being too mean to you.
I don't care. I'm garbage. I'm horrible as Zarya.
Okay, then you're gonna get a lot more criticism than I'm been giving. It's gonna be constant talk of things you're doing wrong.
Thank you, because that's what I need. I don't need, oh, it's okay. It's okay. That's not
I'm essentially going to turn into Jane, if you've ever watched any Jane.
No, I don't watch.
I've yet to finish a Jane video. If anyone's in a bubble, yep, If anyone gets trapped, bubble. Nice. Fall back, you're overextended. Let the Moira heal you. Bubble Moira, bubble Moira. Burn does not take on your shield. You always have to remember burn will not take on your shield, however you will not be burned if you are bubbled when the dynamite explodes. Always try and bubble the dynamite explosion, not the burn.
I don't know when's a good time to use my ult. I mean, I guess when like that Bastion, that Bastion's such low level, I don't think he would understand that combo.
Now would be a perfect
I'll
time
try
to just right on top of that point. Cut it, groups them up against Bob.
That wasn't a very good one, but at least I got their diva off the point, their tank.
Bubble yourself here. And then bubble the diva. Nice. You knew what I was gonna say. Yes, fall back.
Ooh, I gotta
Fast.
get out of that.
Nice.
Hello, Bastion.
Bastion. North Bastion. Push him with his mortar bubbled. Push him with his mortar bubbled. See how much charge you just gained immediately?
Yeah,
That
but then I got ulted by that soldier. Yeah, but I did get 80 charge off. Because she was high priority and so was I. I feel like I could have utilized my ult very much.
I personally don't like spectating you first person. I prefer third person, but I want to see how much charge you have.
Bubble?
I'm not used to being able to just pull out full every mistake, because this isn't the first time I've actually done this for Zarya. I met a terrible Zarya in a game one time, and it was in a comp match, and they thought they were a decent Zarya, and then they switched to Zarya because I went on a team chat and I asked if I could have Zarya, and then they saw what Zarya is actually meant to be played like, and so they asked if I could spectate one of their games with Zarya, so I did. This is not the first time, but I tried being all out criticism and they got really mad, so it's weird actually being able to do that. Keep in mind, I can do this for most tanks. The only one I can't do it for is...
I know how to play tanks relatively well, except for Zarya.
Zarya's got a strange mindset in terms of tanks. Try and walk up into an ulting McCree's face every time. And if you can't, bubble whoever's left in his sight line by the time he's got full charge.
No, I couldn't really do much against that.
No, you really couldn't, except try and pull back.
Oh my god, you died to level 15, you're so bad. I almost have my ult, so that would really help out with the...
Except because Zarya is best... Bubble her ult. Nice. Zarya is best used in combination with someone that has a good offensive ult. So in this scenario, Zarya probably wasn't the best pick. But... now, to help me...
Out of 10, how do you think I did on that Zarya match?
You want complete and utter honesty, or do you want some sympathy?
Honesty, 100% honesty. I don't care.
2.
Yeah?
You had good objective time. That is a good thing to have as Zarya, is good objective time. But again, you need to maintain that high energy. What was your average energy this match?
My average energy was 10%.
Mm-hmm.
That is better.
It is better than 4. But it's still... well, that match time was exactly 10 minutes. That's nice. Do you want to do one more? Or you could spectate one of my games if you want.
Here, I'm gonna leave this. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to leave too, because I was spectating you. could you spectate one of my games? Or do you want to spectate another Zarya game? I don't play Zarya, Sam. I kind of want you to watch me. Oh, okay, I see what you're gonna do here. I kind of want you to spectate a game of mine as, Reaper.
Oh yeah, I can teach you stuff with Reaper.
I'm gonna end this stream here, guys, and this is gonna be a teaching stream, so this is also gonna be helpful for people that don't know what they're doing. Alright, so, I'm gonna end this broadcast right here, but we'll be back in like 30 seconds, give or take, while I adjust the title.